What's up, everybody? I fucking went to work, and I wasn't even on. I didn't even have to work today, man. So I fucking got up early in the morning for no damn reason. I fucking woke up, went to work, and they said, "Hey, man, you not even on the schedule." I'm like, "Oh, damn!" So I fucking went back home. They was like, "Oh, you can stay and work for a little bit," I had worked for like 5 minutes, and I fucking left. I fucking clocked out. But anyways, man, we gonna talk about age is irrelevant. So there's a lot of people out there that they get too caught up on the age of people. Like, you know, people don't find it socially acceptable for someone to date a person who's a minor, or like super big age gaps in between people. And I had spoke on this on my last channel. This is how I see it. The only people that should be dating someone is if both of y'all are on the same mental level. If two people are on the same mental level, regardless of the age, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Me personally, I wouldn't talk to a girl of any age if we're not on the same wavelength, which most women are not on my wavelength any goddamn way. But age is irrelevant when it comes to when it comes to compatibility. Now, obviously, for me personally, right, I felt like if I had an opportunity to sleep with a grown woman at 14, that shit wouldn't have bothered me. It wouldn't have, I wouldn't have cared about it. At the time, I was religious. But let's just say if I was not religious, I wouldn't have cared about, I don't think that would have bothered me. I don't think I would have cared. That shit wouldn't have, that was going to scar you for life. No, the fuck it's not. Like, I remember when I was a freshman, I had this teacher. Well, she wasn't my teacher. She's like an office assistant. Her name was Mrs. Gilbert. She's like an older woman. She's like 40 something years old, fine than a motherfucker. I think she's like the coach of the cheerleading team. Fine, old ass. Well, she wasn't old, but yeah, she was fine, thick, big round butt, man. Listen, I wouldn't have cared about that shit. I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have told everybody to where she got in trouble. I wouldn't have cared. But obviously, it's understandable that a grown woman don't want no little ass boy, because I'm 14. I'm not really that intelligent like that. My dick is not that big, right? So it's understandable why a woman would be like, oh, hell no. It's understandable. I'm not, it's understandable why a woman wouldn't really want to deal with a fucking 14-year-old. I get it. But I'm saying, from my perspective, I wouldn't have cared. The only people that should be dealing with each other is people that's on the same wavelength, regardless of any age. I wouldn't talk to a girl that's my age that's not on the same wavelength as me. I just wouldn't do it. Any girl that's on my wavelength and I'm attracted to, that's who I would prefer to talk to. Now, obviously, men should avoid minors because the law aspect. But if there was no law and you had discernment to know that this girl's on your same level, regardless of the age, I don't see it being an issue. Right? Key word, on the same level, mental level as you. Key word, on the same mental level. With words. Right? Cause yeah, man, that's all that matters to me. Mental level. If a girl's on my mental level and I somewhat find her attractive, that's all that matters to me. The age don't. I'm not gonna say, oh, what's your age? Oh, I'm 20. Oh, I'm 19. Oh, I ain't gonna talk to you. You know, like as long as her mental is on my mental level, it's all that matters to me. Age is irrelevant. Don't care about the age like that. Mental level. If she's not on my mental level, I'm gonna avoid it. If she is, I'm a entertain it. There's a dude. There's actually been a couple people on my channel who are younger, who have became awoken at a younger age. Like there's a dude on my channel who was 18, who had became awoken at a young age. Another dude who was 19, who had became awoken at a young ass age. So if it's a girl like that at that age who has the same mindset as that, I will fuck with it. But if not, I'm not gonna fuck with it. Which most women on the planet are not on my mental wavelength. Oh, would you? She's 18. She's in high school. What's wrong with you? Oh my God, you're just a fucking pedo, bro. It's like, dude, do you understand? Your 9 to 5 job is like a high school. You have a lunch break. You got the co-workers gossiping, acting childish. You know, you work 8 hours a day or more. You got 2 days off. Maybe have the holidays off. It's similar to a high school. You have the boss that can suspend you. Oh, you know, we're going to suspend you for a week because of your behavior. Just like school. Your job is like a high school. Grown-ups are essentially just bigger kids. Grown-ups are just big kids, bro. Like, even though I'm in my 20s, like, I still feel like a big kid. Like, I'm not, like, I still watch cartoons. I was just watching Courage Cowardly Dog yesterday. I still watch cartoons. I play video games. I still make inappropriate jokes. Like, bro, like, I'm essentially a big kid. I don't, as long as her, like I said, as long as her mindset is on the same level as mine, that's all that I care about. And I'm somewhat attracted to her. Obviously, when it comes to women, I don't like women that look like kids. There's this girl at my job, actually. She's 21 and she looked like a little ass kid. Even though she's grown, I'm not really attracted to her because she just looks like a damn kid. But there are some minors who look like grown women. So if it was one who looked like a grown woman and she had the same mentality as myself, I don't care if she's a senior in school. I'ma still fuck with it. I really don't give a fuck. Your job is like a high school, and high school is a job that you don't get paid for. Some people even assume sometimes that I'm still in school still. Some people still assume that I'm like still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Some people still assume that like I'm still in school. And even my ex-girlfriend, when I first saw her in person, I'm like, bro, you look like a damn high schooler. She also looked like she's like 17, 18. Now she has like a grown woman voice. When she talks, she has like a grown woman voice, but her face, if you was to see her walking, you would think she's still in high school. So yeah, she still looks like she's like a senior in school, you know what I mean? And some people think that I look like I'm still in school sometimes. If I like trim down my facial hair and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, our age is irrelevant. Most of them are not. So this scenario for me is highly unlikely, but I'm just saying, and just in general, I don't, as a man, you should only talk to someone who's on your same wavelength. If they're not, you should avoid it, regardless of how old they are. Right? Obviously with the minor shit, because I'm pretty sure there are some people out there who became awoken at like 16, 17 and shit like that. But just to protect yourself, just avoid it, just from the law aspect, not even from a moral aspect. Not even from a moral aspect, just from the law aspect. Because you don't want to do 20 years in prison for the shit. But um, now, obviously, I can understand the law side of it too, because not everybody's going to have that discernment to make that form of judgment, you know, because you have some dudes who talk to minors and it's a kid, not even on their level at all mentally, you know, not even on their level. So obviously the law can't trust people to have that discernment. Obviously, the law can't trust people to have that level or discernment. And obviously the law can't judge each situation case by case by case and try to figure out if these two people are compatible or not. It's too much work. So they say, man, let's just make it 18, bro. Because if you 18, you pretty much in school, like you're a senior, or you are like a freshman in college or something like that. So you're old enough to where you can make your own decision on what you want to do with somebody. Because let's say there's a situation where a minor report somebody, says, oh, this guy's trying to this guy's grooming me or whatever. And then there's another minor with a dude who's older, and she's like, oh, I don't see, everything's cool. There's nothing wrong with this. It's confusing to try to decipher what's in the right and what's in the wrong. It's just confusing. So they just say, hey, let's make it 18 to protect the males and females of a certain age demographic. So I can understand where they came from with that. So I can understand the law aspect to it of why they just say, but man, let's make it, 18. Some places is 17. And Illinois is actually 17 where I'm from. Let's just make it 17, 18, just so we don't have to look into all these cases, because some people are, just too much work to have to look into all of that, So they say, hey, let's just make it 17. Let's keep it at that. So anyone that is under that, they're 18. So if anyone's under that, we're gonna just assume that it's some bullshit going on, which I can understand their perspective as well. So I do get it. But wavelength is all that matters, not the age. When you watch anime, a lot of those characters in anime are mature. Most animes, the characters are like 15, 16 years old. You know, uh, Asuna in Sword Art Online, she's well. I actually got to finish, because like there's a couple new seasons I ain't watched, but the last time that I remember of when I watched it, she was like 17. So, and she's very, very mature in that show. Like, she's very, very mature. So a lot of anime characters are like minors, but a lot of them are mature. Like Shikamaru, that nigga, he's like, well, now he's grown and Boruto, but at the start of the series, he was like 15. Nigga's one of the smartest people in the show. Light Yagami from Death Note. At the start of the show, he was 17. You know, Near from Death Note. I think he was like 15. No. Yeah, no. How old was Near? I think Near was 18, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man, a lot of these animes have mature characters, like, and obviously that's not real life. But I'm just saying, hypothetically, if these people existed, I wouldn't see nothing wrong with them dating someone older than them, because it just makes sense. They're very mature for their age. you know. So yeah. There could be a person younger or older than you that's not on your wavelength, and you should avoid it. You know. I understand why we do have age of consent laws, because not everybody's ready at the same age, you know. Some people are ready prior to 18, some people are not, you know. They say, "Oh, okay, well, they said let's make it 18 because at 18 you should have the mental capacity to decide if you want to sleep with someone or not. Like like at that age, you should know what you want to do as far as who you want to deal with." You know what I'm saying? So I understand it, because the people that I'm talking about are special exceptions to the rule. It's not common. Obviously, the average 16-year-old is not going to be on my wavelength. That's just obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious. That's just obvious. So, you know, but let's say if there was no law, and if there was a 16-year-old who was on my wavelength, uh, thought exactly like me or close to it, I would entertain it. Yes, I would. So I gotta say I'm out.